Hi everyone, my name is Will. Today I'll be leading the warm-up. We'll be doing a lower body exercise, mixing in some core. The only equipment we're going to need is a Thera Band, and even that you don't even really need. You can do all the exercises we're going to do without it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get the blood flowing, get warmed up and ready to go. So what we're going to do is just some jumping jacks, just to get the blood flowing. Get the legs engaged. Remembering to breathe throughout. Alright, so now we're going to work from the ground up. So we're going to start with our calves. So what we're going to do is we're going to do calf raises. So what this is going to look like is you're just going to go up onto your tippy toes, back down, go up onto your tippy toes, back down, and we'll just do these. And if you want to work more of the inner calf, what we're going to do is we're going to bow our feet out like this, kind of look like a ballerina. This will work the inside of your calf. And if you're wondering, we got to hit the outside of the calf too. We're going to do the opposite. Bow our feet in, raise up onto our tippy toes, back down, remembering to breathe throughout. Looking good. Okay, alright, we're going to go back to the regular ones. Do 5 more of these. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, so now working our way up. We've got the calves. We're going to go to the quads. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a basic lunge. So what we're going to do, put our feet 1 foot out in front of us, 1 foot out behind us. We're going to slowly drop that knee down to as far as you can without feeling any pain. So that could mean like halfway. Go all the way down to the floor if you want. Really feel it on the front of your legs. So drop down and up. Drop down and up. Make sure you really feel it here. And again, you don't have to go all the way down to the floor. You can go down to here if you want. Come back up. Remembering to breathe throughout. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch sides. So I had my right foot out in front. My left foot out in front, sorry. We're going to put the right foot out in front. Feel it more in that left quad. So drop down and back up. Alright, we'll do 5 more of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Alright, so we've got the quads. We're still going to use them in this next exercise. We're just going to do a basic squat. So, feet, hip, shoulder width apart. Slowly drop down onto your heels. Make sure you feel it back here. Almost like you can lift your toes up. We're going to come up, keep that chest nice and straight. What it should look like from the side. Remember all that weight back here. Remembering to breathe. We're looking good. We're feeling good. You really want to feel this back here. In your glutes, hamstrings. Feel it in your quads too. This is a good one to work your entire legs Alright, we'll do 2 more of these. 1 or 2 and 1. Alright, we're going to do another squat, but this time we're going to get really nice and wide with our legs, just like this. Same motion. This time you want to feel it on the insides of your legs. Same motion. You're going to want to drop it down. Weight on your heels. You'll feel this in your quads too. The main focus is we want to get these inside hips. Chest up, looking straight ahead. Do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Sticking with our inner thighs, what we're going to do, we're going to put one leg out in front of us, just like this. Slowly cross it over that midline. We're going to come back. Get that nice balance. Feel that flow. We'll do it on both sides. Feel that nice flow from out to in. So what this is going to look like: straight on, leg out, across the midline. So work good for your balance too. Remembering to breathe throughout. Can't forget that. Switch to the other leg. If you want, you can toe tap in between. Reset your balance, toe tap, across the midline. And okay. So now, we're going to move. We're going to put our Thera Band on. So we're just going to step into it. Kind of like a hula hoop. You're going to want both legs. Both legs just like this. Right above your kneecap. You don't want it too low. Don't want it too high. Might snap. So what we're going to start here is we're just going to go side to side. Just like this. So we're going to get down that squat. Like half squat kind of. We're going to step back and forth. This is really going to work the outside of your hips and your glutes. And again, you don't need the Thera Band for this. You can also just do this without it. It does the same thing. Don't forget to breathe throughout. Never hurts to be reminded. The faster you go, the harder it gets. So you can kind of get like that slide. If you want to involve some more muscles, you can step back, step forward. Kind of make that V. That'll get more of the front and the back hips. We'll stick with the regular. We'll do 3 more on each side. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Alright. We're going to stick with the Thera Band on. So what we're going to do, again, you don't need the Thera Band for this. Feet shoulder width apart. Just going to slowly raise one of our legs. Really hit that hip. Front of your hip. You're going to just raise it up. You can raise it up high. You can raise it up low. Whatever you're most comfortable with. I like to call this the pitcher exercise. If you ever watch baseball, the pitcher's always raising his leg before he comes to throw the ball. So you're going to raise that up, back down, back up. We're going to switch sides. Same thing, opposite leg. Tap it down in front. Raise. Drop it down. This will be really good for your balance. Remember to breathe throughout. We'll do 3 more of these. So we got 3, 2, and 1. Alright. So now what we're going to do, we're going to work more of that back. So we've got the legs. We're going to work more up here. So what we're going to do, I guess you don't need this on. We'll be using it again later, so don't get rid of it too soon. What we're going to do, bend down, slowly raise that back. You're going to bend at the hips, lift that back. So from the side, you're going to bend at the hips, and then slowly extend up. You should really feel it back here. Keep that chest straight out in front of you. Really squeeze those back muscles when you're coming up. You don't have to bend your legs in this, so you can also just go like this. But a little bit easier if you get a nice athletic stance. Bend those knees a little bit. Drop down. Back up. Do 3 more of these. You got 3, 2, and 1. Alright. We're going to be transitioning down to the mat now. We're going to stick with this back. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on our backs. Knees bent in front of us. Just like this. Almost like you're doing a sit-up. And instead of doing a sit-up, all you're going to do, raise your hips off the mat. You're going to really feel this in your back and your glutes. Really tighten up when you're on the way up. Relax on the way down. If you want to get more of the leg involved, you can lift up a leg. So you can get both. But we'll just stick with the 2 legs. Really feel that squeeze back here in your back, your glutes. Remembering to breathe throughout. Alright, we'll do 5 more of these. We'll be moving on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, we're going to stay down in this position. We're going to do some penguins. This will work our core, our oblique. So, this is your core. You're going to work the sides. So what you're going to do, like you're doing a sit-up, put your feet out a little bit in front of you. You're going to lift up slightly. Go up. Tap your right foot with your right hand. So from this angle, it'll look like this. Tap that right foot. Tap that left foot. And you're going to alternate. Keeping that core tight the whole time. You can speed it up if you want. Remember to keep that core tight while you're doing this. Alternating. We'll do 5 more on each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright. Sticking with our obliques, so our outer core, we're going to do a nice side plank. So what this is going to look like, it's going to look like you're lying down in bed. You're going to have your arm right below your shoulder, just like this. And all you're going to do, keep that arm to your side. You're going to lift up, and you're just going to hold it. Really feel that tension right here. Outer core, inner core. Really just squeeze. We'll hold this for about 10 seconds, and then we'll switch sides. So we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to switch sides. So same thing. Elbow underneath that shoulder, legs out. You're going to lift up. You can also do this from your knees if the feet is too difficult. So you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to be on your knees like this. Hold this for about 15 seconds. Remembering to breathe throughout. Firm up that outer core. Really feel that tension right here. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we got the outer core. We're just going to go towards the inner core now. We've done our side plank. So now we're going to go to a regular plank. So this is going to be very similar, except we're going to be laying down face towards the ground. We're going to get our elbows underneath our shoulders, just like this. And all we're going to do, lift up, keep that back straight like a board. You can do this from your knees. Just make sure you feel that tension and pressure right here, right in your core. You're going to really want to feel it. You don't want your back up like a mountain, down like a valley. We're going to work on that core. Hold this for about 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and good. Alright, so we got some core. We're going to go back to our hips. We're going to keep using this Thera Band. So we're going to put it on around our knees, just above them. If I can get it on, 1 second. Alright, beautiful. So, what we're going to do here, this is called a clam shell. We're going to sit like we're going to do our side plank, slightly bend these knees. And all we're going to do, slowly raise this leg. And again, you don't need the Thera Band for this. These work just as well without it. The Thera Band just adds a little bit more difficulty. So you're just going to slowly raise these hips, or this knee. You're going to feel it on the outside of your hip, right around here. If you want to make this even harder, you can straighten that leg. Just do this. It's going to be the same concept. Just straighter leg, more force needed to lift it. Let's do 5 more on this side. Remembering to breathe throughout. 3, 2, almost there, and 1. Alright, we're going to switch over to the other side. Same thing, we'll start with the clam shell. So, knees bent, slowly raise that leg, just like this. You're going to really want to feel that tension on the outer hip, your glute. And again, we can straighten that leg. Same thing, a little bit more difficult. Strong hips are very important. Remembering to breathe throughout. We'll do 5 more of these. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, so now we're going to go back to our sort of our back, sort of our glute, same time. So what we're going to do here, we're going to get in that 4-point stance just like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to raise one arm. Really feel this in our back. So if we're going to raise our right arm, we're going to raise our left leg with it. So it'll look like this. Pointing straight out. Bring it back. If you want to engage that core, they can touch. Should feel this back here. Your back, your glutes. Get a little core going. We'll do 3 more on this side. Two. And 1. We'll switch back to the other side. So what we're going to do, out, in, same thing. If you're going to lift that left arm, right leg's going up. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, last exercise. We're going to get back into our sit-up stance. Just like this. Going to lift our legs. Lift up just like we're doing a glute bridge. Going to slowly drop that hip, that leg down. Lift it back up. If you can get it down to the floor, great. If not, just go about halfway. It'll do the same thing. You really want to feel that right here. You'll also feel it right here. If you want, you can put your back on the mat. Engage more of that hip, less of this glute. So we're just going to drop it down. Back up. Drop it down. And back up. Squeeze that core. You're going to want a tight core. Drop it down, back up. Drop it down, back up. We're going to switch legs. Same thing. Going to lift that left leg. Drop it down to the ground if you can. Back up. Remember, if you want to get more of that glute, you can raise yourself up off the mat. If not, you can just stay on the mat. All the same. Drop that leg down. Pick it back up. We'll do 5 more of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, we're going to call it there.